Assalamu alaikum. In today's lecture we are going to study one of the most interesting topic, Mohr circle. Remember that Mohr circle is a graphical method to solve and find normal and shear stresses on an oblique section. There are two methods to find stresses in an oblique section. Analytical means with respect to formulas, and graphical or Mohr circle method. Drawing a figure is always an interesting activity to do, so this quality makes this method an edge over all the other methods. Also, this quality makes this topic the most interesting topic of strength of materials. This type of question where examiner asks to draw Mohr circle usually comes in exams. There are a total of about 4 cases. Before proceeding, if you want complete knowledge on electrical procedure, click the link in description. So there are 4 cases of Mohr circle. So there are a total of 4 cases of Mohr circle. In the first case, we are given one direct stress. In the second, two direct stresses. In third, direct stress and shear stress. In the fourth, direct stresses and one shear stress. So coming towards our first case. In our first case, for example, we are given one body with an oblique section. Now this is our oblique section and this is making an angle of theta with it, and one direct stress. Okay, so for this case it's quite simple. Initially you need to draw a x-axis line. This is our x-axis line. Okay, on this x-axis line select a suitable point O. Usually we use a scale and we draw it on a graph paper or on a suitable scale, and this is our stress x. So for example, this stress x is in tensile, so this will come in this direction, as the stress x is in positive direction in tensile stress. If it was in compressive, we would have taken in this direction. So for example, its magnitude cuts it here by a suitable scale. This is our J point, and this is due to this stress x. The magnitude of this line from this point to this point is stress x. Okay, so now we have this line OJ. We will bisect it at point C. Bisect means making it half. After we have this half, we will draw the Mohr circle with radius equal to this line. So our radius, this is our point O. Placing compass here, we will draw the Mohr circle like this. If now we have the Mohr circle, now we have the Mohr circle, we will draw an angle of 2 theta from line OC. This is our line OC. There will be angle 2 theta, and at an angle of 2 theta in clockwise direction we will have this line, and we will name it as point P. Now we will have actually 3 lines. One will be this line and this will be Q. Now this is the perpendicular with respect to OC. Okay, now we have 3 lines, PQ, QO and OP. Okay, PQ, OQ and OP. In all these cases, the PQ will be shear stress, the OQ will be normal stress, stress in normal direction, and OP will be our resultant stress. Okay, so this is for the case number 1. Now for example, if we have case number 2, which we can draw like this. For example, if we are given a body and oblique section here theta and 2 direct stresses, and both we are taking as an tensile, stress x, stress y. So for this case, for example, if we have a line, make a line, okay, mark it as point O, O. Both are in x-axis, so both will go in x-axis direction. So in x-axis direction we have magnitude of stress S is equal to J, and magnitude of stress S is equal to Y. So at point J we have this point J and this point K. Okay, after we will bisect at point C. Now this is our radius. Okay, this is our center C. C is the center. Place a compass, one point of compass is C, and we can draw this Mohr circle. If now we have this Mohr circle, we can actually now draw at an angle of 2 theta from the line this CO in clockwise direction. Draw a line at an angle of 2 theta and point is as P point. Okay, after you have P point, drop a perpendicular to line CO. Perpendicular. Now you have 3 lines. Now this point will be Q. One point will be OQ. One line will be PO and third line will be PQ. Now line PQ will be shear stress. Line QO will be normal stress, and line PO will be your resultant stress. Now it's time for case number 3. In case number 3 we are given an oblique section with one normal stress and one shear stress in clockwise direction. Okay, and one direct stress. Is quite simple. This is an oblique section and an angle of theta from here. Okay, now select a suitable line. For example, this is our line. Make a suitable point O in this line. For example, this is our point O. Now our magnitude will be stress X. Mark it as J. The magnitude will be stress X in positive X direction as it is tensile strength, and bisect. No, there is no need to bisect. Now we have shear stress. So we will from point J in upward direction, the magnitude will be stress XY, and O in downward direction, the same magnitude in stress XY. Okay, name is that point D, name it as point E. Meet both these lines. These more lines will meet at this point. For example, now draw a Mohr circle. The radius will be equal to either point OE. Now draw this Mohr circle. After you have drawn the Mohr circle, now with this line in clockwise direction with 2 theta angle, make a line. Okay, make it name as P point. This one becomes P point. Drop a perpendicular. This will be perpendicular to this. Now what actually we have now? We have 3 lines. One will be PQ. Now this will be our point PQ. One line will be OQ and the third line will be PO. And just like the above case, we have studied PQ, QO and PO, same shear, normal and resultant stress. Now it's time for our fourth case. In fourth case, we are given 2 perpendicular stresses, stress Y, stress X and a shear stress. Okay, we are taking stress X is greater than stress Y. Okay, now we will draw this line x-axis. At this line we will select a suitable point O. Now at this point we have stress X. Stress X magnitude will be J, stress Y magnitude will be K. Now at this magnitude, for example, this is our magnitude in this line. This will be our point J, this will be our point K. Now we knew that this is stress XY. So using stress XY magnitude, draw a perpendicular like this above and a perpendicular like this in the downward direction. Meet both these points. Okay, these both the points will meet at a center C. Now using C as a center, radius is equal to this, name it a D, and point E. Draw a Mohr circle. Okay. Now after we have drawn this Mohr circle, it's time to make an angle of 2 theta using this line. Which line I am saying? This line CE. At an angle of 2 theta in clockwise direction and mark it as point P. Okay. Now drop a perpendicular from this point P, perpendicular to OC line. Okay. Now mark it as point Q. So we have 3 lines: OP, PQ and QO. Now we knew that OP, PQ, OP, PQ and OQ. OQ is resultant stress, PQ is same shear stress, and our normal stress is same as OP is resultant. Where OP is resultant, OQ is normal stress. Okay, so these are our 4 cases for this Mohr circle. Now